Hi, good morning, everybody. So welcome to your sacred space and sharing this time together. Hope you all had a great start to your day. I got up and walked and listened to some Ayurveda, and we're just going to kind of go through a little bit of that today. Ayurveda is actually the knowledge of life, and it's a whole medicine system created through balance. And so we need to recognize, maybe where we're out of balance in our quest for better health. It all comes down to, in my opinion, being out of balance. So how do we get back into balance? We create a higher vibration for those areas that are possibly out of balance, out of sync, however you want to think about that. And focus more on that the body can heal itself when we connect the body and the mind, the emotion, and the subtle energy that surrounds us. So let's just bring our awareness to this moment on our meditation cushion or mat, wherever you're at today. Let's give it a little hinge forward, release the seat bones, maybe walk them back a little bit, and soften the shoulders as we bring the chin back towards the throat, lengthening up through the crown. And let's just become aware of any areas of our body, our emotion, that might be out of sync today. Let's start that music again in a few minutes. So we're just noticing, we're tuning in on this Wednesday morning. It's going to be a beautiful day. Notice anything that we're carrying forward from yesterday into this moment, and maybe set that off on a shelf, set it aside, and just notice how you're feeling. Have you had monkey mind about whatever's going on physically, emotionally, mentally, environmentally? How was our sleep? Just where we're holding those things in our body. And as we tune into our body, let's gently think about, with grace and ease, that other part of our life, our shadow energy. What are the things that we reach for when we feel stressed out, when we feel out of balance, whether that's sugar, alcohol, cigarettes, drugs. Maybe it's reaching out for company when it's best just to sit in the silence. What are those things that when we reach for, we're like, I know this isn't good for me, but it makes me feel better? So the things from the shadow side. Those are the things that take up space in our mind, in our body, in our environment, that keep us from receiving more light, more love, more bliss and happiness. Those are the things that allow more negative self-talk to permeate our lives. What would it be like if we didn't have any negative self-talk? What if we allowed ourselves to be filled with love and light and be a reflection of that love and light? Let's just for a moment imagine what our lives might look like if we had less stress, if we chose to surrender our ego, our shadow side. And if surrender's not quite where you want to go, maybe we can just begin to recognize that we're aware, tuned in, that we begin to understand that we have the choice to surrender, to lean in, to lift our energy back up when we take that step backwards, and to know that it's all right, we're okay. So for every Purusha consciousness, there's a Prakriti, which is creativity, and we can tune both of those in together. You can't have one without the other. So that's how we move forward. So whatever you're struggling with today, we can either set it on the shelf, we can lean into it, we can put a little fire into it, or we can put a little air into it and just let it gently, with grace and ease, move away from the center. Maybe out into that periphery. Take it back out. Don't let it come in and suffocate us, or whip up the fire even higher. Get grounded. Get in the sun today. Recognize, be aware. Let's go ahead and start with a deep breath up. And bring the hands to the heart. I'll draw those thumbs right in. And we're just going to do a few ohms. Let's do 3. And really feel the vibration as it comes down and into the body. From the third eye, we're opening that crown chakra today, receiving knowledge, understanding, awareness, recognizing, being open. Deep breath in. Deep breath up. And exhaling all the way out. As we open that third eye. I like to think of it as a call out to source, to light, to energy, to be a reflection through our practice. And let's go ahead. I'll flip the music back on. Yay! And we're going to work on range of motion today and a little bit of core work. So I did pull my chair out. So if you have a chair and you want to use a chair, we're going to start in a standing position.
Do you love me too?
Move some hips around.
I love you. Do you love me too?
Maybe grab that block and have it available.
I love you. Do you love me too?
So I'm just going to grab the chair. And we'll start with the feet hip width apart. Hand on the hip. Shift the weight to the inside of the feet we might hang on. We're just going to bring the knee up and down. Up and down. Again, you can hang on to the chair. Exhale as the knee comes up. Continuing to flow. Lifting the sternum. Up and down. Nice and easy. Might look like this. We might not be lifting much higher. Notice where your body's at. We can begin to lift higher. Remember, you can always hang on. Support yourself. Taking personal responsibility. If we need that support, to use it. We're practicing in our houses today. We let go of competition and we challenge ourselves. keep going, to lifting a little higher, and to raising our vibration. Oh yeah. Up and down. Keep it going. Noticing the back. Up and down, side to side.
Do you love me too? I love you. Do you love me too? Do you love me too?
Keep it going.
Do you love me too?
Up and down.
I love you.
If one leg only comes up so high, make sure that we're only lifting the other leg up that high, creating balance. Feels
Do
good.
you love me too?
Feeling that energy we're creating down around the hips, into the hip flexors. Feeling that little pull in the back. Shoulders are back. Chin is towards the throat. We're still lifting up and out of that crown.
Do you love me too? 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 I love you.
And bring it down. So let's go ahead and set that chair out in front. Let's take a little stretch here. Walk those legs back. Lift the knees, knee extension. Press the booty back and hinge forward. Here's a little back stretch. Shifting the weight to the inside of the feet, hugging the upper inner thighs, drawing the chin towards the throat. And gently coming up. Good, so we'll step forward, hang on to that chair, and take it back, alternating side to side. Keep the toes pointed towards the floor, side to side. Just a little hip extension. Lift. Lift. Very nice. Keep that upper body nice and open. You want to point the toe, you can point the toe. Extend. Extend. Again, you can use the chair for support. If you're using the chair, remember to keep the back length and rounding up. Push back. Extend. Use the booty. Lift. Lift. Smile. Working those glutes a little bit. Range of motion, a little balance. And we can always just tap the toe back. We're still hip extension. Or we can lift. Good. And bring it down. Let's take those feet wide, toes off the mat, heels on. Circular motion. All the way around. Other direction. Range of motion all the way around. We're going to make this just a little bit more difficult and fun. Figure 8. Up, around. Figure 8. Creating some space. Good, let's go the other direction. Up and around. You can add those shoulders. Makes the movement just a little bit easier. How's the back doing? Filling that new space. Opening up that root chakra as well. A little bit of creative energy brewing up. Nice. We'll come back to the center, heel toe in. Good. We're just going to soften the knees and bounce. We're just like pumping the lymphatic system, creating range of motion between each cell. We might come up on the toes of one foot and then the other. Soften the shoulders. So we have those little micro drops. I think this always feels so good. It just gets all the cells moving. You've ever done much dancing, you know the feeling. Lift one foot and then the other. Range of motion between the cells. Shake the body. Let those arms move freely. Let's go ahead and bring it back to the center. And we're going to take the heel out. So we begin to move into those little baby squats. We press the booty back. Booty back. We keep that back lengthened. Range of motion. Strong legs. Nice and easy. Press it out. So we don't have to tap the floor. It's an option. We hug the upper inner thighs. We might begin to press those arms out in front. Pull them back. Work the shoulders. Keep it going. Press that booty back. Seat bones move back towards the edge of the mat. Draw the chin to the throat. Lengthening out of the crown. Side to side. Keep it going. Working the shoulders. In and out. Breathing. Checking in. What is the space that we're creating today? Maybe we're starting to breathe just a little bit heavier, maybe lighter. We can cross over in the front, cross the arms, switching side to side, pulling the elbows back. Again, we don't have to touch the floor. Bring the knees together, squeeze the inner thighs. Range of motion, press it in and out. Keep going. Just that little crossover. Keep those arms up, keep moving, keep breathing. Keep becoming more creative, a little fire into that consciousness. Back straight up. Keep it going. Pressing out, pulling back. Breathing. Pushing it out. Stay with me. Pushing that booty back. Lengthen spine. Feeling good. In the neighborhood. Out and out. Keep those arms up. Probably starting to feel it a little bit. Feels good, we're strong. Longer, leaner. Squeeze it back. Good, and bring it down. Shake those shoulders out, shake that booty out. Nice. So let's go ahead and take the feet wide. Set the chair up. If you need your chair in front, perfect. If we need that support, we'll just come down. And remember, as we go down into that moonflower, the knees are open and tracking over the big toes. Inhaling up. Knee extension, down. Squeeze the elbows behind the back, up. Exhaling down. We're taking that booty back, we're lengthening the spine. Up and down. Elbows behind the back, squeezing in. Squeezing in. Strong legs today, lots of range of motion. Continue to flow, inhaling up, exhaling down. Yeah, notice those parts where we're creating space. Maybe we would have stopped before now, but we're continuing to flow. We're challenging ourselves. Hold at the top. Come up on the toes and down. Up and down. Breathe. Lifting the sternum. Stay with me. Up and down, or just holding those arms up. Breathing. Knee extension. Hugging the upper inner thighs. Up and down. And we'll hold the heels down, bring the hands to the upper back, elbows together, open. So lengthening those forearms up, breathing out into the side body. Inhaling up, warrior two, facing the right. And remember the booty goes back. We stack the shoulders over, knee is open. Float those arms up, looking forward. Soften the neck. So we're just going to flow from a side angle to a reverse, keeping that front knee soft over the ankle. Inhaling up, space, exhaling down. Pressing the booty back, create that space. Booty back. Roll the shoulder back. Warrior two. Notice if the booty's back, knee is open, strong, strong, strong. Inhaling up, flex that front leg, exhale, warrior two. Strong legs. Hold it here, little lunge forward. We might extend that leg, roll the shoulder back. Trikonasana. Oh, feels so good. Warrior two, soften the knee, lift out of the leg. Inhaling up and down on the toes. Right up on the toe buds. Stay with me, keep it going, lift the armpits. Draw the chin to the throat, lengthen out of the crown. Warrior two to the left, toes turn out, booty back, create that space. Lengthening out through the fingertips, side angle to reverse. Again, just that nice flow. The knee stays over the ankle in front. Side angle, booty goes back. Roll the shoulder back at the top. What good things are you going to say about yourself today? Releasing the shadow side. Try it for one day where we have no negative self-talk. Think of the things that you can create. in that space when it becomes filled with love and light for self with a capital S. And maybe the small s, the love that we have for ourselves is a reflection of the love that Source, Light, God, Energy also has for us. We become seekers, we become teachers, we become masters. Warrior 2. Inhale up. Here's that flexion and down, looking forward. Lowering the whole body down, lifting the whole body up. Hold it here. At the hinge, again we can flex and bring it down. Roll the shoulders back, booty goes back. Trikonasana. Soften that front knee, lift up and out, Warrior 2. All toes turn out, up. Let's finish with that moonflower, down and up, down and up. Press that booty back. Feeling the body, noticing the breath. Notice the subtle energy surrounding our body. What are we putting out there? Out into that subtle energy. Light, love, reflection of source light energy. When we put it out there, we create space for more to come in. And then we begin to start putting it out there farther, affecting the collective consciousness, which brings about peace, love, truth, understanding, and peace. That peace has to start within you. Let that negative self-talk go. Create more space for love and light. Push it out. Keep it going. Keep pushing that light out into your environment. Not just the subtle space. Stay with me. Push it out. Hold at the top. Lift it up. Bring those hands down to the heart. Flip it. Invite more love, light, freedom, joy in. Abundance, prosperity, knowledge. Peace, peace, peace. Draw those hands to the heart. Step it in. space. Let's go ahead and take it down on our mat. I'm a little warmer. Hope you are too. So let's go ahead and take it down to hero's pose. And again, if you need a bolster behind your legs, we can do that. We could take a rolled up mat. So from the side, just like that. Feels pretty good. And wherever we're at, if we're on the bolster or seated, we're just going to move through a few gentle lateral flexions. Let's go ahead and lean forward, release the seat bones. So we're taking those ischial tuberosities back towards the back mat. If we're on our heels, those ischial tuberosities should be right on the heel. We'll roll the shoulders back, lift the sternum, lengthen the spine, chin to the throat, lengthen out of the crown. And when we move into these lateral flexions, we want to roll the upper shoulder back. Let's do a few of those gentle rolls. We feel the rib cage move. That creates space. We roll back, create space. If we just come over from here, this is about as far as we get. If we roll back, we can get a lot deeper. Couple more. But again, if this hero's pose hurts your knees, definitely come to a soft seated position or sit in the chair. And we'll move into those lateral flexions. Let's just start by lifting straight up to the sky. We'll have a little dynamic tension here, reaching up, reaching down, lifting the sternum, chin to the throat, exhaling side to side. Try to bring that arm right up by the ear. And again, if we have limited range of motion on one side, let's create that balance. If we're studying our yoga a little deeper, we can work on range of motion on a deeper level. So we might hold that one side that's limited and maybe move back just to the boundary that we feel and hold. Release and move a little bit farther and up to that boundary. Hold. So again, we're moving into, we're leaning into. We're not forcing anything. We're just leaning into it, recognizing where we need work to be able to move farther forward. This might be physically, emotionally, mentally. We lean into it. And we hold that pressure until it releases. Whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, we stay with it. We don't give up. Coming down, again, side to side, and down. Let's go ahead and hold at the top, and here we'll take that shoulder roll back, supported with the hand that's down. Lengthen the rib cage out to the side, and this rib cage is going to come forward, and we move into a thoracic twist, lifting the sternum, breathing. Oh, feels so good today. Stanley might come flying through. He had a little bit too much catnip this morning. I don't know who did that to him. We played all the way up and up. Here's the shoulder roll. Press the rib cage out. Create that space and come over. Lift the sternum, breathing deeply. And gently coming down. Keeping in mind, we come to our mat to create space, to bring time for awareness, to set our intentions for the day. Maybe make a list of actions that we're going to take, hopefully, for today. That action includes releasing that negative self-talk, allowing more light and love, creativity through consciousness to come into that space. Let's go ahead and take it down in a soft seated position. Legs out in front. Let me do this from the side, I think. We walk the seat bones back. We let the belly come forward. And lift. So lift the forearms, lift the armpits, draw the chin to the throat, toe buds are pressed together and the toes towards the ceiling. Pressing the thigh bones down and into the mat. And we'll just hold here. Breathing, lengthening through the spine, letting the belly come forward, lifting the forearms, lifting the armpits, and bringing the heart center forward. So we're leaning in and up. We might walk the hands out, walk the seat bones back, toe buds together, draw the chin to the throat, pressing the thigh bones down, letting the belly come forward, breathing into the thighs. Stanley, what are you doing? Come say hi. Can you come say hi? Are you a good boy? Stanley. So for those of you that don't know, that's Stan Lee. He's been here for almost a year now. Let's go ahead and walk forward. It was never my intention to ever have a cat, but I think that God sent me Stan Lee, and he's pretty special. Always look for the things, the gifts that you're sent. Sometimes they don't feel like a gift when they arrive, but later on we know that they truly are. We'll gently come up. A little butterfly, bring the soles of the feet together. Rocking side to side. Drawing the chin to the throat, lengthening through the crown. So again, we're not really pulling on those toes. We might wrap the two fingers around and just hold the big toes. Just do a little acupressure, zone therapy here by pressing on the toes. Remember, if you're struggling with something physical, mentally, or emotionally, there's many books out there, so many podcasts. Start seeking, become the seeker. Before long, you'll be the teacher. And eventually, we'll all be the masters. And gently release. Let's take those feet wide. Walk the seat bones back from wherever we're at. We might be sitting up on that bolster today, supporting ourselves with the block. Toes to the sky, pressing out through the toe buds. So good. Let's go ahead and come back, and we'll meet in child's pose. All the way back, stretching the hips. Let's open the knees wide. Keep the toe buds together. Seat those hips back. So, and again, you might bring your block down for your third eye. So we're just going to hang out here for just a little bit. Let those hips open, release. And today it's all about leaning in or releasing things that we can't control, that our ego, our shadow side, is choosing to hold on to and causing stress in our life. We all know what those things are because they're all unique to the individual, to each one of us. So just take a few moments in this pose, releasing the hips. Either begin to recognize those things, lean into those things, release those things, and begin to create space for more light, love, and bliss. After we get done with this class, or if you're super motivated, you might jump up and write down whatever it is that you're going to let go of, that you're willing to release, that you're willing to lean into. And keep that with you. It might be a long list. It might be one thing. It always has to do with the ego. And we'll gently come up and we'll all meet in Shavasana, corpse pose. And again, corpse pose means just that, whatever we brought with us before our practice, we're going to just allow to release and let go of so that we can arise anew. Let's go ahead and take it down. Feet are open, hip width apart. Palms are up, off the waist, softening into the mat. Closing our eyes. Sinking into the mat. Taking another few moments to call out to the light, to be filled with gratitude, to be thankful for the light that does shine. To be thankful that we are part of that light, that love, that abundance, that grace. To know that every day we have an opportunity to grow. Most of the time that growth is through fire, through things that bring passion into our life, whether it's from the shadow side, the ego. Today we're thankful for that balance of light and dark. And maybe the ability just to recognize that that's what it is balance. If we need more light, we release more dark. We allow our bodies to rest when it is dark. To not push back, to not stay awake all night, thinking, trying to bring light into the darkness. We just rest. so that we might rise anew with the light, full of consciousness and creativeness, joy and abundance. And we'll go ahead and move into a full body stretch. Drawing the knees into the chest, loving the back a little bit. Couple deep breaths. And gently roll to one side and coming up to a soft seated position that's right for you. Holding your pet. Or just coming to that space that feels really good. You gonna hop down? Very good. Thank you, Stanley. Little kitty hug this morning. Good. So let's go ahead and finish with a deep breath up. Drawing the hands to the heart. Om Mani Padme Om. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Create that space. Set those monkey mind thoughts up here on the shelf. Let more light and love in. Find your abundance and peace. And we'll see you back here on Friday. Or actually, probably release another video on YouTube by Friday. So check that out. I'm actually going on a little vacation. But I'll be back on Monday. So have a great weekend. Namaste. Peace.